Hey everybody, Snagging in us here, back for some more Chair League casting. I've taken a little bit of break, but I'm back. And tonight we got a Tuesday League Division 3. We got Do It Right versus Echo Squad Gaming. Back in the day, in the last couple of seasons, I casted both of these teams a lot, so I got to know the players a little bit. I think they're probably going to show up in chat a lot and hopefully rewatch. So both teams should be fun. It's always fun to cast the same people that you've seen before, see how they've improved. We got another season. I think this is the 5th week, right? Yeah, 5th week, right? Anyways, but let's get into it. I just told him to start without even letting him know because I'm a good caster. Admin, rather. So anyways, first pick of the first map. This is a best of 3. First map was picked by Do It Right on the left-hand side, and it is going to Towers of Doom right off the bat. Now, we did just get a patch today. Garrosh came out. Garrosh is available for play. Chair League rules do not take any type of breaks from anybody. Maybe you could use more volume. Well, there's only so much I can do on this end, actually. But, yeah, so Garrosh is available. We had Butcher changes. We had some other quality of life changes for other heroes. Nothing really any significant. The only really significant part is the Butcher and Garrosh being added in. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to ban him, if they think the other teams practice with him on PTR. I would venture to say no. I don't think he's probably worth a ban just because, one, if they did practice on PTR, you practice them with no MMR, so it's hard to determine how good he really is. So Echo Squad Gaming on the right does have first pick, first ban. They decided to ban the Chromie. Kind of shows that they don't want to deal with any type of that poke on the shrines. I mean, on the bell towers. She can do a lot of safe delay on all the towers. Like a few of the towers on her side of the map, she can literally sit inside her fort wall and shoot the bell tower, which becomes incredibly annoying if you have to deal with that. Plus, maybe they want to go into the double heal, maybe the Ariel or something like that, and Chromie obviously is a great counter to Ariel, especially on any type of poke. So with the first pick, we got a one healer band. We'll see if they want to pick up their first healer. A couple different strategies. They decide to go with a global, starting it right off the bat. You have the Dahaka. So obviously really powerful with the global pressure if you're able to utilize it. The biggest thing there is utilizing that global pressure. Mainly because when you get those split soaking possibilities, then you're able to join the team fight a little bit later. You kind of get that level lead, allows to push out a lane and join in. Towers of Doom is a good global map. It's probably one of the less impactful global maps, depending on how you use it, just because top lane is not too useful. A lot of times the strategy is to have a big group on the bottom lane, and if you do use your Dahaka to come in and get a gank on that lane, it can be effective, but then it takes you a long time to get back to your lane. Depends on how good your rotations are. Do it right. Bringing in the... Do it right, starting up with picking up their tank first, their main tank, picking the Joanna. Probably more of a comfort pick, I would imagine, as a first pick Joanna. Usually a lot of times you see the DPS as those first slots, or like a guaranteed healer on those first slots. But they wanted to make sure they get Joanna. Gives some good disruption, and picking up right wing for their global. Echo Squad answering with the Stitches and the Malfurion. So they're already looking like a complete pick comp. I mean, that's Stitches, Dahaka, Malfurion. We see that on HGC all the time with the picks. Stitches throws out a hook, Malfurion throws down a roots. No matter what, who cares if he misses the hook or he doesn't make the hook? You got to trust your Stitches. And then there's somebody's rooter right there. Dahaka can be right there. If they time everything right with their positioning, Dahaka can be right there with the tongue. So you have hook, root, tongue drag, and that person should die. So you should see Do It Right. Echo Squad, their last 2 picks should be some burst and probably somebody with wave clear. Because right now other than Dahaka, they want at least 2 good wave clear people, so that way they can be a solo lane. And Dahaka and Stitches and Malfurion can kind of roam. So Do It Right. They've picked their main tank. They have a healer, probably not a solo healer, I would imagine. They do ban. I like the ban of the Greymane. Gets rid of Curse Bullet options. I mean, there's still, unfortunately, there's still a lot of available, like, blowing at people. Your stream took a while to populate on Twitch. Well, yeah, so why are you not following me and so you get a notification when I start streaming? I started streaming like 15 minutes ago. Jeez. That's my brother for me. God, can't even support his little brother. Anyway, so one Greymane's banned out. So for Echo Squad, who they're going to probably look to not deal with is more people with escapes or disruption. Usually double heal is pretty good here, so because it saves. If one of the healers get picked, you have enough heals to kind of save it. Yeah, and they ban out the Uther, which is probably one of their better healers to go against. I mean, at least their worst healer to go against the Brightwing at Tassadar. Do it right immediately picking up the Tassadar, looking like they're probably going to go into the hyper carry, double heals Tassadar. They might go into Illidan. I could see Illidan being useful here. I mean, if you hook an Illidan, it's not going to be that big of a deal, just because he will have Metamorphosis, he'll have ability to get away. But they actually go with Malthael. I guess they're deciding. I mean, Malthael does not have any escape once he gets hooked. He is pretty much in there, and no, waiting for Twitch to show me what is important. That's awesome. Thanks, Wraith. Yeah, but Malthael, I mean, if Malthael gets hooked, he kind of gets stuck there. He will beat Dahaka in lane, right? I think he does. He loses in wave clear. Dahaka should be able to wave clear after him, but Malthael will essentially do more damage to Dahaka and scare him out. The downside of that is that Dahaka can just hearth and burrow back and not really care. So, it'll probably be an even lane, in my opinion. Echo Squad should be looking for a burst damage, range. Probably a Li Ming. Honestly, I could see Li Ming doing work out here. They could see Falstad for more globals if they want. And the Alarak Kael'thas. So they're looking for a lot of lockdown. That is a lot of lockdown. So now you have Stitch's Hook, Malfurion Roots, Kael'thas Stun, Dahaka Tongue, Alarak Pull and Silence. Like, they're expecting to get to just manipulate the team fight as best they can. And so far, I think they're probably going to get away with it, because Do It Right doesn't really have too much answering. They don't have their own disruption besides Emerald Wind. But that could be kind of scary. I mean, once their initial blow-up happens with the Stitch's Hook or just the Alarak Pull. I mean, if you're missing Stitches, I think they still have enough stuns after that. But if they get, you know, uncoordinated, Tracer really allows them to have to pick off the different stragglers. So those are the teams. We got Do It Right on the left on the blue team. We got Echo Squad on the right. Game number 1, Towers of Doom, Week 5 Chair League Division 3. We'll see how this goes out. I'll see what you guys think. I think most of the people in the chat are probably actually the team members that are playing, so I'm sure they have biased opinions. They can find out later. But if anybody else is watching, to determine who thinks they have the better team. I don't know. In my opinion, I think if Echo Squad pulls off enough stun locks correctly, I think Echo Squad should have a pretty easy win, just because of the lockdown potential.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
So on the left side, Do It Right, we got Iceman on the Malthael, Lady Ronin on the Brightwing, Ronin on the Tracer, Hannibal on the Tassadar, and Tantrum on the Joanna. Which is interesting. I thought Ronin used to be the tank, so I guess they must have picked up some other people, or I might be misremembering. On the right side, Echo Squad Gaming, we got Azric on the Kael'thas, Kael on the Dahaka, Noldat on the Stitches, Barber on the Alarak, and Vidan on the Malfurion. Zoom out a little bit here. I feel like the zoom changed a little bit. Oh, the Alarak, not the Alarak, the Aliabs didn't get updated. I forgot to change it. My bad. I'll change it for the next one. Somebody remind me in chat to change the Aliabs. So not doing any type of scuffle. We had the Stitches kind of look into the bushes looking for a hook. They don't have the full vision yet, so they're just gonna come in, get some free wave clear. Kael'thas easy flame strikes. Oh, the minion traded onto the Tracer, which is a good value for Kael'thas. That's pretty much all Kael'thas is going to do this game, is you should just be seeing a, you know, DW on Tracer, and then it allows him to put W on anybody else. But once Tracer has a living bomb on her, then she's it's like half her health, and she's very scared. I like it. They're keeping the kill comp right here. I would actually rather see this 3-man down at the bottom and have Alarak in the middle. I mean, Alarak is like in the middle only because the 3-man pushing bottom is more important. But I think they're not going to really get any, like, either the team pushing is not going to get too much pressure, because, like, both the teams are pretty even right now. Yeah, as I expected, like, Malthael should kill Dahaka, but not actually kill him. Like, he won't put any threat onto Dahaka unless Dahaka keeps walking in with no health. But he will actually push the lane, which can be a little bit better. Kael'thas Azrac was staying a little too far out with a slow between the Tassadar. One hook goes down. No Malfurion Roots, a little bit delayed. I think they didn't really call that out. Yeah, true. Not a lot of great hook targets. Basically only looking for Brightwing and Malthael. If Brightwing does go for the blink heal, then Brightwing will become less of a hook target. So essentially just Malthael, which is not bad. Like I said, a Tracer with... Oh, that was so close. No, that just a little bit timed, then it would have been good. Forced one E out of Tracer, so that means she's going to be a lot more scared. But the other side of this is that we have the two members on Do It Right is delaying the top shrine, and Brightwing does have the global. They might just give this bottom one. Tassadar can use his E a little bit early. He could pay for that if they do any type of push on him. Missed one combo. Stitch's Hooks comes out, does land. He doesn't have the E. Dahaka is up here enough to delay. They might, hopefully, he doesn't pay with his life for this. Burrow does. I think he's already used his essence, but he's able to get away. And now I think this should go with enough poke. I believe it's more scary for Do It Right to try to invade into this. We haven't really seen too many Stitch's Hooks yet. Hopefully they are just, shaking off some rust. We had a long maintenance today, so he wasn't able to play in practice. But the first two initial bell towers did go to Echo Squad. Looking at the talents, we're seeing Untouchable from Tracer, so she's going to be looking to get a lot of value out of the kills and not dying. So hopefully we're going to either see her play passively or super aggressive and to try to get value out of the kills. Other than that, pretty typical talents. We're going to Discord, we're going to Tangling Roots out of the Malfurion. Full slam build. See, I like this. It's great for Do It Right. Taking these camps, just having these camps constantly pressured on the bottom is really where the power comes on this map. And that's why I said the 3-man on the bottom is usually the stronger point, just to constantly have this camp pressure. And now since they have that camp pushing, they're actually going to look to rotate all 4 of them in here. It's seen by everybody. Like I said, there's more combo in it. Funnel, I think Echo Squad has a little bit more power to it. Joanna's just sitting on top of it. Nice Tracer Bomb onto Barber. Not enough to kill him, but at least enough to scare him. One stun comes on the Tracer. Barber's getting so low, ends up dying to the Tassadar. And actually, there's a lot of health here. They're not going down. I think it's mainly because the Kael'thas was just so low on mana that he wasn't able to put a lot of pressure with that funnel. So it worked out for them. The double heals paid out since they just weren't able to get any value out of that kill comp. So that gives 2 stacks to Tracer, which is already making her very scary. And so far, so like that would have been a team fight. If knowing that they were full invading there, that probably would have been time for Dahaka to burrow down into the team fight and make it a 5v4, which is perfectly fine. Like, yeah, you're gonna miss a little bit of soak, but if you get the camp and you get like 2 kills out of it, you're gonna be able to have somebody walk back fast enough. Kael'thas does not go for Convection, which has worked out for him so far. He's going to be looking to get some of that shield at 16, basically to protect himself against the Tracer Bombs, which I believe is probably the more correct choice. One tongue out. We got Hook coming. Diz hit the Tracer, but she has her teleport back. So that's 2 stuns out. We only have the Kael'thas stun. We have Alarak pull, 1 silence. Going on Tracer, taking a lot of damage from the Kael'thas bomb, forcing the E out of Tassadar. That's 2 escapes from 2 of their members, and they cannot invade in here anymore, just from how low they are. And hopefully, if not hopefully, but if Echo Squad continues to just put out that damage in every team fight, I think they're going to be looking pretty good. And essentially what Do It Right's going to be looking to do is they're going to be looking to spread out a little bit more, come in from different angles. Don't know what that tongue was. Come in from different angles to not, bunch up in one area. Ooh, spending that chain bomb. That chain bomb did so much damage. Malthael might be looking to come in here. We actually got Moonfire out of the Malthael. And I like it. Do it right. Continually to take these mercs, making sure that they keep pressure on those lanes, and that gives them structure damage. This wall's already down. The more times they take those mercs, the more chances that this bottom fort is going to die. And once that bottom fort dies, then they're really going to have control of the map. I mean, they have a half a level lead right now. Oh, that's the only one greedy enough. Yeah, so I mean, Do It Right's looking at about a half a level, 3/4 of a level lead. And if they punish this level 10, even though which is odd because Echo Squad does have the global potential, just showing that there's a little bit more rotations from Do It Right to make sure that they're soaking up everything. Alark is getting invaded upon down here. He's able to get away with his own telekinesis. I think Tracer should have her bomb available. I really need to change to Aliabs after this. Somebody remind me. It's not too much of a fun map for Dahaka, but honestly Dahaka shouldn't be too afraid of Tracer because he can burrow a lot of the damage that she does if she ever throws bomb on him. And if he pushes up the lane, then Tracer can't really do much. We hit level 10 for Do It Right. The force wall, I like it. I like the force wall here. This is going to keep Malthael able to stick on some flop somebody, especially with it. Oh, the save attempt by Noldat was so close. They almost got the counter kills. Dahaka's coming back and gets interrupted on the tongue and takes a lot of damage already, but Malthael, pulls out his ultimate. One pull on the Joanna, not the biggest side target, but they're looking for some of these combos. Everybody seems to be getting interrupted by this Joanna. The falling sword, I didn't even look at it. We got Gorge coming out, that should be 1 kill, but I know it might not even be worth it. Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to actually be able to get out to a minion past everybody else and use his Wraith Strike. So it was a good first engage on the Kael'thas. They immediately started off with the Tracer Bomb onto Kael'thas. And directly going into the Mercs down here. Great. And Echo Squad's doing the same thing. Make sure that they keep the pressure on the bot lane, use their global presence to be able to push top, get their experience, and then join in the team fight as soon as the team fight happens. They all have vision, so they know it's coming up. They could be looking for a hooks here. Alark going in questionable positions. They still have Dahaka top. Malthael they see mid, so they know it's a 4v4 at least. They don't know where Joanna is, but they can only assume that she's here. So no hook targets yet. Joanna's Unstoppable just came out. 1 stun comes. Hook on the Tassadar, not exactly who they were going for, but I like the exactly what needs to happen in Malfurion. Malfurion puts the roots out right away. Doesn't matter if they make the hook or they don't make the hook. You want to have that trust, just in case you do. But with this, and this is what I'm talking about, this, so Do It Right, even though they're, they're getting some pressure on, but they're doing great rotations on the team to make sure that they're putting pressure where they can, not losing too much pressure where they are not. Another 5-man, big stun for everybody. I think that might have finished off Kael'thas Alarok's quest. Following a sword to him 3 members. Malthael immediately dies, but Stitches is not too far behind. Everybody's getting pretty low, but I think in the end, it's pretty much even. 1 tank for 1 frontliner, one of the main damage dealers for just the Stitches. Even though Stitches hooks are good, and that evened out the experience lead. So looking at quest progression, yeah, almost done with Kael'thas. Tassadar actually went for shield value, going for more, trying to keep her people up alive a little bit longer. Tracer's at 5 stacks. Malthael's almost done. And yeah, that did finish off the Alarok with that pull right there. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage with that. Hasn't been getting too much value out of his lightning. He's got to be looking for more of those farther away targets. Always look at the minions. Yeah, not like when you hit like one person like that. I mean, you're not gaining anything. But the Discord is where all this power comes from anyway. So now all of his combos are going to be doing ridiculous damage. But their disruption's working out. I mean, the Brightwing with the Emerald Wind is separating the team a little bit. It's pushing out. It's actually interrupted. Her and the Joanna has interrupted multiple combos from the Alarok and the Stitches and the Dahaka. 1 hook should be available. Not looking for it yet. Team's not quite ready in position. Now he's going to be looking for the hook. Dahaka sitting in position waiting for a tongue. The damage rebuff. Hook comes out, trying to go for the Task Star. Task Star uses the correct E. Almost gets the wall onto Haka. That would have been sick. And Maltfield has finished his quest. Getting level 13 now. They're still looking for this team fight. They have their stuff. They have their sappers available. Get a free tower. You know, you can never complain about that. 5v5 still down here. I mean, this is better for Echo Squad only because they have the hooks. I mean, the longer that this team fight takes, except for that engagement from the Joanna with the Falling Sword, looking for the Kael'thas right away. Tracer's getting in, actually goes onto the Kael'thas, still gets the Kael'thas in between all three of them. What a great Tracer. Doesn't actually die either, so she's keeping her stacks up, and this is making her super strong. And that's a 5-man wipe. What an engagement with the Falling Sword. That was... Falling Sword, the wall. Tracer was able to get behind everybody else and still hit the Kael'thas, even though he was in the middle of the whole team. That was a great team fight by Duo, right? A great engagement by the Joanna. It's actually surprising, not something I would have guessed of a time to engage. But, you know, they said, you know, we got it. Hook was down. They're strictly a hook comp, so usually an engagement, a hard engagement like that is the right choice. It's just a lot of times it's hard to see that because you're so worried about all the other stuns that they have, but the hard engagement there is great. Kael'thas walking into the bush, not going to spell well for him. I think Alarak has not been able to get any combos out, and Tracer's just going to town. Yeah, but he's just not able to get any combos out because every time he sets it up, like, it's just very unlucky. Joanna's Condemn is just right there. Uh-oh, we got a Gorge. We got to put him into the death zone, but he's actually going to die for it, so yeah. And Maltfield doesn't die either. Right now, I mean, Tracer's sitting at 13 stacks. She is going to be doing damage. Looking at the damage right now. Our Tracer's actually not at the top. Stitches is on top of the team. Kael'thas and Alarak are falling a little bit behind. Do it right. Heading for the boss. Getting some free shots in, and it's pushed them in a 10-shot lead. No, I'm dumb. 12-shot lead. It's impossible for it to be a 10-shot and without any ports down. Taking some vision, trying to get some more power in the fight. That is 16 to 14, so we should be seeing Dahaka trying to get some global soak in. The thing is that we actually haven't been seeing any globals from the Brightwing either. Like, the Brightwing's been pretty much with the team the whole time, because I think it's basically been a 5v5 brawler. There's the Brightwing right there. We get a hook. Emerald win once again, disrupting everybody on their combos. We have a great Gorge on the Maltfield to make sure his ultimate stops a little bit. But the Tracer is just, she can't be stopped now. Her damage, auto attack damage is so ridiculous. Even the back end, nice combo on the Maltfield to finally finish him off. Use of the Alarak combo of the ultimate there, but it doesn't make a difference. Still 4v4. Tassadar is still pretty low. We got one hook coming out, or rather tongue. But Joanna with the Unstoppable is able to just walk away. Spreading the chains bumps to the Tassadar almost gets him killed. And that, I mean, you gotta remember, that was a 16 to 15, 16 to 14 fight, really. They were 2 levels down and a talent tier. That should have gone completely the other direction, but it actually evened out for them. You see Stitches coming in from the top lane, or coming in from the mid. And they're still 4 seconds on Maltfield coming in. They want to be attacking in here. They want to get as much vision, especially they get, the nice sheep stopping the Dahaka tongue. They've just not been able to get any of their combos off that they want. A nice Falling Sword. The range on that is actually kind of ridiculous. He's just putting so much pressure on the Kael'thas, and the rest of his team is not even scared. Nice wall, keep everybody in. Chain bombs do get spread a little bit, but it's not a huge deal with the Brightwing heals. Maltfield finally gets in here to finish off the rest of the team, and another 5-man. I don't know, that's pretty scary, man. The altar is ours. Fire upon the they just have not been getting their hooks, at least hooks on the right targets, which, I mean, Mongoose said in the beginning is that it's good. They don't have very many good targets to hit, but they need to hit something at least. The thing is that even without the hook, they still have so much lockdown after that I would imagine they'd have a little bit more control. But man, the Brightwing and the Joanna are just providing enough disruption to allow Tracer to just get on somebody and just they die. And this Alarak's gonna die now. Ooh, nice use of that Unstoppable, but he's still gonna die. Oh, Tracer's auto attacking the minion. No, Tracer. Oh no, her stocks. She was auto attacking the minion. She must have been A moving instead of actually clicking on there. That Alarak should have died. Oh, that feels so bad. Lost all of our stacks. This gives Echo Squad a huge window. That's a majority of their damage with that Tracer. And I think they definitely want to be aggressive here. You almost want to ignore this and just push into their side of the map. Minions will eventually kill this. Take advantage of their damage being down. But they're going to decide to kill it anyways. Play a little bit safe. It's a hard call to make. I mean, you're like, you're just, auto arc out the back. We need to get more damage. But they only have 15 more seconds until Tracer's able to just teleport right here and get right back into the team fight. We get a hook on the mouth here, right there. There it is. There's a good hook. Root. Oh, they missed every combo there. That feels bad. One ultimate out from the Malfurion. Every ultimate out besides the Alarak. And Tracer's back in the team fight in probably half a second. She's actually going to run here and not take this little teleport. A lot of times I always forget about it. Malthael went back into the team fight. My bad. I was looking at Tracer. But yeah, a lot of people, we always forget about these little things too. But it brings her back into the team fight right here, which is enough. Once again, 4v4, 4v5. Stitch is going to be looking for another hook. They have a lot of disruption on this one. Joanna should be able to get one interrupt. Okay, never mind.
To the Gravekeeper.
Nice stun. Allows them to get a free tower. But during all this, I like it. Do it right. They said, hey, we're going to give up those shots. We have, we don't need those shots right now. And we're just going to push elsewhere and get some more value. So with these three, I think this actually takes the fort. Oh, not quite, but they have a 4-man engage on pause. Fort dies to minions. Tassar E came out. Tracer being annoying, as Tracers do. Alarak's looking for the pull. Doesn't eventually does not go for it. So, both teams just playing passive now. They're going to wait for this tower, take this tower immediately back, which is fine. Because since they don't see him on the mid, usually the play is if you think they are going to go after a tower like that, then you want to immediately be actually defending the next tower that they're going to go to, because it's going to give you better position. Sisha doesn't have hook for another 8 seconds, and smartly the rest of the do-it-right back out. I don't know, maybe it's because they haven't really been able to get free vision on the team, so Stitch's hooks have been a lot more blind. They see him right there with the minion wave. No hook goes out. Looking just to play passive. There's level 20. Just reaches for do it right. So now this is in a bad spot. I mean, you almost have to just give them the bottom bell tower. I don't think you want to take any team fight here unless you're able to get a guaranteed pick. Ooh, Lady Ronin didn't hear any of those auto attacks. This evens out. This is an altar for altar, pretty much. I like that. That was a smart play. I mean, it's a little risky because they were like still right around here, but you know that kept them in the team fight. That's going to be basically 2 shrines to 1 shrine. It's anybody's game at this point. You just want to delay until 20. I mean, both teams are still in this. This is not one-sided at all. Even though the kills are just so one-sided, it seems like Do It Right has just not been able to capitalize on their 5-man kills. Oh, that dodge. 1 hook goes out, misses 2 people. Nice Malfurion silence. 3, Tassar immediately dies. Tracer immediately dies. And this Kael'thas is still alive. Malthael should be healing up enough. Kael'thas finally dies. And a 4-man kill. Oh, almost timed that. How is Alarak still alive? Alarak was literally sitting in the... This was such a congested team fight. How did... I mean, I guess that worked out so much better for Echo Squad because of the AoE that they had. But Kael'thas lived way too long, Alarak lived way too long, and this just turned for the worst for Do It Right. That one team fight, holy cow. 5-man wipe, they should be able to get 2 towers here, 2 bell towers easy. They should be able to kill this bell tower pretty quick, and then as they're rotating up to this top one, this is where Do It Right's going to want to fight them at this top bell tower. Actually, they might be able to get all 3 bell towers. There's still 8 seconds, there's still 17 seconds on Joanna. I don't know, this is not looking good. This is one last team fight on this shrine down on bottom. Yeah, they're not going to go for the 3rd bell tower. But now they're going to see the complete rotation from do it right. Like, they can't even fight for this bell tower. Don't do it. I don't think you can fight for it. If you fight and die, you lose the game.
Heroes, do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies
Looking for a pick. Pick on the... Okay. We still have tongue available. Bell tower is taken. There's one Tassadar pick. Nice. Oh, missed the silence. That would have been a kill if the silence hit. Malthael spreading the chain bombs. Chain bombs actually kill the Tassadar and is doing work on the Malthael and everybody else. And this is now, it's just too scary. The multi-emerald win to keep everybody at bay for a long time. Ooh, 2 to 4. These, you need to be pushing this. You need to be pushing these. Wait, this Daka grab. What a read to see where they're coming from. How did that silence not stop that? I guess he gets unstoppable frames. Did you see that? He gets unstoppable frames as he's casting that.
This tower
But actually, the play was to take these and take these. Actually, probably take these and then just push those into the win. Granted, yeah, you can go through this way of just taking all the bell towers. It will work. It's just, I think all you need was 2 shots here with the Stitches hooks and the pulls into the kills. I don't think they would be able to contest that. And they're going to decide to do it in the top lane, which is also perfectly fine. Just gives them more, it gives Do It Right more options to be able to come back and stop this. But they're going to have to get over there really quick. Really quick. Oh, quick. We got Tassadar walls. We want Tassadar walls right there. Tassadar wall. Tassadar. Oh, no, but he dies immediately. Oh, no. This came back in a different direction. The Brightwing actually pushing everybody away, but the Kael'thas chain bombs. What is happening? Killing 3 for 2 so far. Kael'thas dies. Johanna's still alive. Actually gets his... But he's gonna die to tower shots? No! And there's 2 bell towers. Oh my gosh. But they need both of them. There's still 3 shots. And they get it. They get that easy. Oh, Dahaka, does he have burrow? He needs to burrow. Oh, there it is. Okay, we can get one. He's not going to be able to take this. Tracer will eventually kill him. Get into a belt. You need to step into a bush. Nice burrow there. Oh, there's no way. I mean, with 3 of them coming in now, that was a back and forth game. But that's going to be GG for Do It Right with the victory. With the victory with 3 bell towers available. So that kind of shows you how the game was. 2-0. What a close game. 23 minutes. Transition back to this. I mean, that was a good game. It was, I don't know, like, I feel like Echo Squad, if they were able to get a lot more of their combos off, it would have worked out a lot better in their favor. They were able to kind of get just manipulated in the team fights with Joanna Condemn and Brightwing, Emerald Wind. But spelled victory for Do It Right. Let's put that in. Do admin things. Round 2. This is a best of 3, so now we're going to go to Echo Squad, getting the pick, map pick. Oops, sorry, bumped my mic. Alright, so custom games. Tournament draft. Oh wait, so it's not up here anymore. Wait, why was my last one so bugged? Like it had the coin toss up here and all that stuff. So coin toss now goes to draft starting team. Do it right, team 1. You know, I invited Ronan first, so that way he can get his team in here first. But then Noldat joins, so because he can just join off of my friends list, and then all of his team joins. So it did not work how I wanted it to work. But doesn't matter. Everybody gets into the game. Alright, so let's see. We need one person from this team to be ready. And I can force you to be ready because I have admin powers. Selecting map to be Infernal Shrines. Update map. Oh, I was supposed to stop recording. Oops. I'll do it now. I'll stop recording this one.